But something very interesting came out, of course, of the half-naked pictures, or three-quarters naked, whatever you want to call them, the video and the pictures that surfaced around New Year's Eve. And Tommy Lahren, a conservative pundit, has come out and said that she believes she knows why Angel Reese deleted her Instagram.
Why does Angel Reese seem to struggle every time Caitlin Clark shines? Is NBA taking over the basketball rivalry?
And before we jump into that, I just got to point this out, because I almost wonder, is Angel Reese on the verge of some kind of meltdown? We all saw the gas station video the other day where Angel Reese claimed that she was so pretty it made her fearful of going to the gas station.
Let's break down the drama that's got everyone talking and figure out what's really happening between these two stars. Couple of interesting things have happened. We all saw the gas station video the other day where Angel Reese claimed that she was so pretty it made her fearful of going to the gas station. Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark are names that come up a lot in conversations about women's college basketball. Both have built a reputation for being incredibly talented players, but what really draws attention is how different they are, not just in their playing styles, but also in how they handle the spotlight. Recently, it seems like the rivalry has taken on a new twist, especially when you start looking at some of Angel Reese's actions off the court, because it seems, and imagine that she posts half-neck pictures all the time, but she going to put this up asking for God's help. Okay, while Angel has always been a fiery personality, someone who wears high emotions on her sleeve, she's not afraid to speak her mind or do things her way, even if it stirs up controversy. That confidence is part of what makes her such a compelling athlete to watch. But when Kate Clark entered the picture, things seemed to shift. Caitlin's rise has been nothing short of meteoric. She's consistently dominated headlines, not by seeking attention, but simply by playing extraordinary basketball, whether it's her three-point shots from what feels like half-court or her ability to control the game with ease. Caitlin's skills speak for themselves, and that's where the comparisons begin. For Angel, it must feel frustrating. She's worked hard to build her brand both as a basketball player and as a cultural figure, yet Caitlin seems to get the recognition without trying. It's almost like Caitlin just steps onto the court, plays her game, and walks away with all the attention. Meanwhile, Angel often finds herself in situations where she has to actively push to stay in the public eye. But something very interesting came out, of course, of the half-naked pictures, or 3Qs naked, whatever you want to call them, the video and the pictures that surface around New Year's Eve. And Tommy Lahren, a conservative pundit, has come out and said that she believes she knows why Angel Reese deleted her Instagram. And before we jump into that, I just got to point this out, because I almost wonder, is Angel Reese on the verge of some kind of
pictures, or three-quarters naked, whatever you want to call them, the video and the pictures that surfaced around New Year's Eve. And Tommy Lahren, a conservative pundit, has come out and said that she believes she knows why Angel Reese deleted her Instagram. And before we jump into that, I just got to point this out, because I almost wonder, is Angel Reese on the verge of
meltdown or something? Take the recent New Year's Eve incident, for example. Angel posted pictures of herself in a revealing outfit, which quickly went viral. People were talking, but not in the way you'd expect. Instead of celebrating her confidence, many criticized her for seeking attention. Some even questioned why someone with her talent felt the need to rely on such tactics. What made things even more intriguing was how this tied back to Caitlin Clark. I mean, look, if I felt like this was a real cry for help and legit, and you were thing to change your and all this kind of thing, then I probably wouldn't be doing a video on this. But this feels like a virtue signal, right? You see, Caitlin doesn't really do social media stunts. She's not out there posting flashy pictures or making bold statements to stay relevant. Her focus is on the game, and that approach has earned her a lot of respect. People admire her for keeping things simple, for letting her performance do the talking for Angel, though it seems like this contrast creates a pressure to keep up, a pressure that might not always lead to the best decisions. And it's amazing to me how many people are buying into this crap. Not me, sorry. God, thank you for giving me the strength every day to mentally, physically, and emotionally keep going. Prayers. What this first comment, I mean, sums it all up. Only through his strength can you post half-naked pictures and then complain that people sexualize you. One of the biggest criticisms Angel faced after that New Year's Eve post was that it distracted from what really matters. Basketball fans and commentators alike started to question whether her priorities were in the right place. Was she more interested in being a cultural icon than a basketball star? The timing couldn't have been worse either. With the new season just around the corner, you'd expect someone of her caliber to be focusing on practice strategy and preparation. Instead, the conversation was all about her Instagram, and then came the gas station video. In this clip, Angel claimed that she hated going to gas stations because people would recognize her and make her uncomfortable with comments about her looks. While that might sound like a reasonable complaint on the surface, the context made it feel more like another bid for attention. Critics argued that if Angel truly wanted to avoid this kind of situation, she might consider presenting herself differently online. Posting revealing pictures while complaining about being objectified didn't sit well with a lot of people. At this point, you have to wonder, is this really about Angel trying to overshadow Caitlyn? Conservative commentator Tommy Lauren seems to think so. According to her, Angel's recent actions are part of a larger pattern, a pattern driven by envy and competition. Tommy claimed that Angel deleted her Instagram not because of any personal growth or reflection, but as a calculated move to steal the spotlight from Caitlyn. It's a bold claim, but it's not hard to see where she's coming from. Think about it. Caitlyn doesn't need to make headlines. They find her whether she's breaking records, making incredible plays, or simply appearing on a podcast. Caitlyn's name is constantly in the news. Angel, on the other hand, seems to be in a different situation. She's undeniably talented, but the way she stays relevant often feels more deliberate. From flashy outfits to controversial statements, Angel seems to rely on generating buzz to maintain her presence in the public eye. This dynamic is fascinating, especially when you consider how it reflects their personalities. Caitlyn is more reserved, focused, and disciplined. She's all about the game, and her quiet confidence resonates with fans. Angel, by contrast, is bold, outspoken, and unafraid to challenge the norm. In many ways, their differences are what make their rivalry so captivating, but it also raises questions about what it takes to succeed, not just as an athlete, but as a public figure. Is Angel's approach wrong? Not necessarily. In today's world, being a star often means more than just excelling in your field. Social media, branding, and personal image all play a role. Angel seems to understand this, and she's using it to her advantage. The problem is that it sometimes overshadows her talent. When people talk about Angel Reese, they are just as likely to mention her latest Instagram post as they are her performance on the court. For Caitlyn, the focus is almost entirely on basketball, and that's where the envy comes in. Angel might feel like she has to work twice as hard to get half the recognition. Even when she's in the spotlight, it's often for the wrong reasons. Meanwhile, Caitlyn gets to enjoy the benefits of being a star without the same level of scrutiny. It's a tough position to be in, and it's easy to see how it could lead to frustration. The bigger question, though, is how this will impact their futures. Both players have the potential to achieve incredible things. Angel's charisma and confidence could make her a cultural icon, while Caitlyn's skills and discipline could cement her legacy as one of the greatest basketball players of all time. But to get there, they'll need to focus on what really matters, their game. In Angel's case, that might mean stepping back from the drama and letting her talent take center stage. She's already proven that she's capable of greatness. Now it's about consistency and discipline. For Caitlyn, the challenge will be to maintain her momentum and keep growing as a player. The spotlight can be a powerful thing, but it can also be a distraction if you're not careful. As the season progresses, it'll be interesting to see how their rivalry evolves. Will Angel find a way to balance her personality with her performance? Will Caitlyn continue to dominate the court with her quiet confidence? One thing's for sure, the tension between them isn't going away anytime soon. To really understand the tension between Angel Reese and Caitlyn Clark, it's important to think about the pressures they face, not just from the game itself, but also from the world outside of basketball. Women's sports, unfortunately, don't always get the same level of attention or respect as men's sports. For players like Angel and Caitlyn, this